Alright, so let's try this. We need a weak aura though for Master's Call. Hey, Nox, what's up, man? We're just trying to figure this stuff out. We got Master's Call. What else are we not tracking? We got our trinket. We got turtle. Okay, we have deterrence. Okay. I guess we're good to go. We're still trying different builds on this melee hunter. I think I need to clean my mouse pad off. This might be a relatively short. Hey, what's up, Doc? Yeah, I made some tacos. They were fantastic. They were delicious. Oh, there he is. There's my friend. Right into the hole. What an anticipation. Into the trap. Boom. He's like, what's this hunter doing? He's on top of me. I can't understand what's happening. Oh, what the hell's going on? Oh, the insanity of it all. He's just like, what's this hunter doing? This hunter, like, he looked completely shocked that I jumped at him. Didn't he? He just looked like, what is this hunter doing? Oh, crap. Oh, crap. We got trouble. Oh, the bubble. It almost like zero. What is it? Crazy percentages. Oh, the deterrence. Too much damage. No, he's coming after me. Master, what is my master's call? I don't know what master's call is. That's not master's call. No. There it is. There is the master's call keybind. Took me a while to figure out what it was. Put him to sleep. Kill the priest. Wait, no, kill the mage.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Oh, damn it. I was getting heals, man. Getting big time heals from Nox. Thank you, Nox. Wait, wait, wait.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
I'm backing up, Nox. I'm pulling out of there. It's too dangerous. Look at that stupid. Look at this stupid pet. Okay. Here we go. We're going in. We're going in hot. We're going in hot right now. Oh, it was a beautiful jump, but he was dead already. It was a beautiful disengage, but he was dead. He's dead, Jim. We need some mana. Oof. So we dumped Lock and Load, and we went into Master Tactician. So now whenever I open up with any kind of a ranged shot before I move in for melee, my crit chance is increased by 10%. Nice mount. That's an awesome mount. I wish I had that mount. That is a cool mount. That mount's awesome, dude. Nox, that mount is fantastic. That thing is so cool. That's one of the coolest mounts ever. Does it? How much does it cost? 2,000. Oh my god! Yeah, I don't have that much gold. That is a cool mount. Oh, he died quick, didn't he? That hunter is either like a 5-year-old kid, or I don't know. Whoever it is, they don't know how to play the game. I feel kind of sorry for him. It's probably just a young kid, or maybe a girl. Probably shouldn't say that. Somebody who doesn't know WoW very well, unfortunately. I don't like killing people that are really bad. Makes me feel bad. Let's see if we can take out this hunter. Oh yeah, he died quick, didn't he? Let's see if we can kill this guy's pet. I think my ranged attacks actually do some decent damage. I feel like I am missing lock and load a little bit. There were times there when I went to hit explosive shot and it was on cooldown, and with lock and load it felt like it was never on cooldown, so that kind of... Nah, really? What is Master's Call? What's the keybind? I don't remember! There it is. I couldn't remember what the fucking keybind was. Their whole team is right there, so yeah. I don't think I want to go around the building. Holy shit, that was quick. I would have just died walking around the building there. Yeah, it does feel like explosive shots a little bit on cooldown, a little bit more than it normally was, but that's okay. We got plenty of other stuff. So were you top healing? Excuse me. What is that? I think it's a llama. Look at the llama. I gotta get myself the llama mount. Oh man. Oop. That's 2 L's, huh? Yeah, I know the joke. He's like ding. He's like a ding, a ding, a ding. Oh, you crashed? Oh, really? So yeah, I took the points out of lock and load and I put them into Master Tactician. So now basically all I have to do is shoot any range shot before I move into attack somebody melee-wise, and I get 10% crit for 8 seconds. And since my base crit's only like 15%, you know, so basically, if I go in, shoot an arrow at him, I'm at 25% crit. As soon as I swing and hit him, I usually proc Ninja's Focus, which is like 1,000, or not 1,000, I think it's 100 agility. So that increases my crit like another like 10% or something. So I end up being like well over 30% crit. It was good. Honestly, I wondered why I was still alive. Let's see. I can see you got me with, man, you healed me a lot. You healed me a lot. Sometimes I don't like having a healer because it makes me like not realize, it makes me think I'm playing really good when I'm not. You know what I mean? Makes me think, man, I'm tanky. And it's not that I was tanky, it's that you just healed me for 8,000 health, you know? But it is also kind of nice to be able to go into a team fight. Because I can't really go into team fights hardly ever. Like I can't jump in the middle of, you know, 3, 4 people fighting, because usually I just get focused down. If you die, it's like, a healer. It's like, noob. I was doing 122 DPS per second, which is... Look, apparently the capacitor totem did 236 DPS per second. Jeez. This warrior was doing the most. Then this... his lightning shield was doing 20% of his damage. What? Hey, what's up, TK? We can't when you lose your key. I know that totem was doing some crazy damage, man. All right, I'm going in. Is the server dead? Hey, what's up, Outpost? You love watching the melee hunter. Look at the stupid chat. Turtle will be.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Somebody healing me? Who's healing me? Somebody's healing me. Oh, don't hit the Stoneclaw totem. What are you doing? Just kill this guy.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
I'm totally screwing up because I changed like three different keybinds. Look at my character portrait. It was like dead bones or something. I changed like three of my keybinds, so I'm struggling to struggling to remember which keybind's which. Although I'm starting to get it. I don't know. I didn't do shit that time. My damage is garbage because I was just too much running around, doing CC, not pushing out the deeps. Holy shit. All I see is enemy. Fuck. I hate totems. I can't even target shit. There's so much totems here.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Ugh. Yeah, it's more like Season Discovery than it is. Yeah, I agree. Season Discovery was garbage, but this is more like this. I will say that this feels more like Season Discovery than it does Vanilla WoW. You know what I mean? Did we even do any damage? Look at all these stupid totems. I hate totems, man. You just get rid of these stupid things? Fuck me. It just clutters up the battlefield with a bunch of crap. Ugh, come on. Why are you running? Why are you running, bro? Why are you running, bro?
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
I think I play the melee hunter too much like I'm playing a protection paladin. I leveled too long on the protection paladin. I just jump in there. I'm like, yeah, I'm invincible, and it's like biff. Nope, you're not invincible. This doesn't work in team fights. Yeah, I'll never play on a Blizzard server again. I don't even think when the new expansion comes out, I don't even think if a new expansion's come. Actually, I know. I know. When new expansions come out, I won't even play them. I'm not even gonna play them. There's just like no point, really. Ugh, I always hate it when I disengage into those stupid pots right there. I do that all the time. I always try to disengage on the corner. I always land right in those pots. Who the fuck put those pots right there, man?
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Oh. Fucking. There's the battlegrounds. What we need is like public arena. We need public arena queues. At this point, I don't even want to do battlegrounds anymore because there's no point. Like doing battlegrounds doesn't get me any better at playing the melee hunter because I get in these fights that just aren't fair fights. It's like 3 people trying to kill me. I want to get into like an arena where I can actually do like arena games. I don't think we don't even have that. Can you do solo queue? Are you sure? Oh, I didn't even know you. I didn't know you could. I thought you had to be in a team. So how does this work? It's just random? Is it like a random person? Is it a rando? So it's a 2v2. Oh, okay, I didn't know you could do that. That's cool. Yeah, because I just queued it and we ain't getting. It says, well, it says average wait time is 26 seconds. I don't know how accurate that is. I'm just tired, dude. I didn't go to sleep yet. I should have went to bed early already. I'm sorry, 3v3? 3v3 is different, though. I don't really play 3v3 a lot. I mean, I guess we could. In 3v3, you're going to get the tryhards are going to bitch about my spec. In 2v2, it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Yeah, wait, look at melee hunter. You're going to get tryhards, probably. Take this guy out. Focus this guy. Yeah. Well, it's not quick, though. Apparently the queues aren't popping. Yeah, not getting any queues. Yeah, everybody's got the same. Yeah, that's the one good thing is everybody's pretty much on the same playing field. You know, another thing that would be cool is if you could queue for specific battlegrounds. Warsling Gulch is pretty bad. Like, Warsling Gulch for me is really bad because because what it ends up being is just 2 teams just clashing in the middle because nobody really cares about winning because everybody's already like full gear everywhere. You know, most people are already full gear. So they're just playing because they want to kill people. They want to do PvP. They're not really playing to win, you know. So, Eye of the Storm's a good one. I get lots of more like I think Eye of the Storm you get more like individual fights or more unique. There's like the lay of the land, you know, there's a lot of elevation and so there's a lot of fun stuff you can do with Disengage and Eye of the Storm. I like Eye of the Storm a lot for the melee hunter. And then I would say, you know, Twin Peaks is okay, but I think Eye of the Storm is actually my favorite when I play the melee hunter. Wrathy Basins can be good, but can also be frustrating if you're losing and you only have like 2 bases. Your team gives up and they just sit there and it's just and the travel time between bases kind of can be annoying. You know, too bad they don't have that one retail arena, the one with the lighthouse, and the can't remember what it's called. Is it called? It's not called the lighthouse. I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, AB's terrible that way. Like it was so bad in retail. Wow, like people just would either zerg counterclockwise or clockwise. Our whole team will run to mine, and then when we capture mine, our whole team will run to farm, and then we catch a farm. Guess what? Our whole team is gonna run to lumber mill, and then we're gonna end back up at stables, and we're gonna do it again. You know. And what else could we do? So the only other thing we could do, I mean, this just gives us more crit rating, which I don't know. I mean, I don't really use Wyvern Sting. I mean, I do use Wyvern Sting, but it seems kind of pointless. So we could probably get rid of Wyvern Sting and just go something else, I think. Maybe go 1 point into entrapment. I mean, even getting the 2-second entrapment would probably be better than... Wyvern Sting's like, I have so many skills. I mean, it's kind of fun to be able to put people to sleep, and it does come in handy sometimes in 1v1s if I get like a paladin coming at me, you know, and I like scatter him and he like trinkets, and then I can just put him to sleep, and then he has to bubble to get out of that, and then I forced his bubble, and then if I can just get him in my serpent trap along with my immolation trap and pop turtle, I can usually just DPS him down. So it does have its uses. It's good in team fights, like where it's like me and another person versus 2 other people. I can sleep one, and then we can just, you know, focus down the other target. But it's very niche, you know, it's just very niche. All right, well, these aren't really popping, and now I'm on a 10-minute cooldown. Let me... Let's go do the turkey test again. Turkey test. I feel like playing a new game today, but I don't have a lot of time. I mean, I can't believe it's already 4 o'clock. You know, my wife will be home around 8. So I've only got about 4 hours before she gets home. And I kind of wanted to take a nap somewhere in there because I'm still only on about 4 hours sleep. All right, we're going to do a turkey test. We're going to send the pet in. Serpent Sting, boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Surprise. Ooh, kill shot did 2,100 and... Kill shot hit awfully hard, didn't it? Okay, so crits at 19%. Now crits at 25%, 28%. And I completely forgot I had explosive shot. I do that all the time. I actually forget I even have explosive shot. I don't know why, I just do. There's so many other things going on, you know. Like here, we can, here, let's do it. Put this one to sleep. Attack this one. We want to hit it at least with 1 shot, right? I mean, look at, do you see those crits? It was like 600,000. The problem, if you see the rotation, the biggest problem is it's extremely difficult to get Immolation Trap down. Immolation Trap does a ton of damage, but it's hard to get it down, right? That's why if you had like a stun, you know, like a stun, it would be so much better, because taking the time to drop the trap, I mean, it takes like a full second, right? Like if I go here, you know, 1,001, 1,000, I mean, I don't know why that was longer than it should have been, but, you know, it takes time. And in combat, that could, you know, a lot of things can happen while you're trying to drop a trap, you know? When did they buff it? Did they buff it yet? I heard they said they were going to. Voss, where you been, man? I've been 60 for how long, and I haven't even seen you online. I got to 60 so we could do Battlegrounds PvP together and you're never around. Well, let's take a look. Holy shit! They did buff it. It wasn't 1668. Oh my god. Oh, that's good because I don't use explosive. You bet, dude. I don't even use explosive. All right, let's try this. Let's do. Yeah, let's do a relationship. Oh fuck! I'm wrong key bind. See how much damage is it doing? It's taking for 393 damage a tick. That's quite a bit. It's gonna be so hard. It's gonna be so hard getting used to the fact that control mouse wheel up is not send pet. That's going to be very difficult. The other thing that's bad is we need our macro to not reapply. Okay, how much? Let's check our mana. Where's my mana bar? Okay, we've got 1100 mana. We got that. See, it's reapplying Hunter's Mark. We got to fix that. Yeah, I like the Soul Frost. It kind of gives it kind of a dark, ominous look, right? Yeah, I hope you're feeling better, dude. You need to get some. I need to rest, dude. I was up till 1 a.m. working, slept for a couple hours, then was back up at 4:30 doing stuff for my wife, and then back to bed, then back up at 9, and I had to work again. Anyways, so we need to fix the macro. I've got a macro for this. I just don't remember how it works. Cast Hunter's Mark. Done this before. It's like if it's like if not is buffed. What? Demands the determination of property taxes. That would be nice. Yeah, that would be awfully nice. Like 1600. Yeah, 1678 damage with that counterattack. That's quite a bit. No, the problem with the trap launcher. The problem with trap launcher is that like it has to. It's like you're still relegated to the fact that it's got to land. I mean, people don't stand still. People don't just standing there very often. Only healers stand still. Everybody else is moving. So if you're trying to launch traps, it's very difficult. Now you can scatter shot, then trap launch. Like I could scatter shot someone and then trap launch, right? Like I could be, oh, scatter shot, trap launch. I mean, that, because like right now you could, scatter shot and then, and then you freeze. Although you can see it's not perfect because the global cooldown always gets turned on as soon as you cast scatter. So you have to wait like a full second before you can even, which just sucks, He thought the cat was, yeah. That's funny. Look at that. 1270, 1270 attack power. So, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? There was something I was thinking and I've lost my train of thought. Oh, we were talking about trap launcher. I think the problem with trap launchers, if I remember correctly, it's a epic. I mean, yeah, I think it's an epic. Yeah. So, I mean, if you're going to get trap launcher, you have to get rid of something else. And all of these things are too integral to my build. And all trap launcher does, the ability to launch is supposed to trap an immolation trap up to 30 yards away. So, I think what I should do is, I'm debating on getting rid of Wyvern Sting and putting one into entrapment. I don't know. Or actually, if you had, think about it this way: if I had trap launcher and I had 3 in entrapment, I could theoretically root people for 6 seconds with trap launcher and do damage, right? It would like root them for 6 seconds. Wait a minute. Oh no, it wouldn't. I take that back. 1870 countered. Yeah, I mean, that's crazy, right? I just hit that raptor for 1,870 damage. But the sad part is if I hit a character with that same attack, it does like 300 damage or 400 damage. It's shit, right? But anyways, yeah, what I was saying is I think trap launcher only works with explosive and immolation, which is kind of bullshit. But if you go here, trap launcher, there, see, it says launches an immolation trap at your target, or it can launch an explosive trap at your target. So apparently you have. I'm hoping that it turns your traps into just trap launcher traps. I don't really know. Immolation and explosive, and then if you look here, only snake trap and frost trap will root. So if you could like launch a snake trap, so really trap launcher I think is kind of pointless. Let's take 1 point out of here and put it into here. And then we're going to go here. We're going to send this in, right? We're going to put down our snake trap. Now, let's see. Is he rooted? Of course, he's not going to know because he's already out of the root. The root's only like 2 seconds. So, I'm not sure that 2 seconds is really even worth a talent point. I hate how when you there's certain times when you disengage, like you saw how I disengaged down the hill, and then when you land on a disengage on an incline, where when you land you're like kind of facing uphill, your character will stick. What I mean, like, is if I disengage here, like watch if I disengage here, kind of moving this way and I disengage. If I land and I'm still strafing right, my character will still strafe right. But if I disengage uphill, or maybe from here to the left, when I start to strafe, it'll stick, and you have to take your hand off the key and then push down the strafe key again to get your character to move. So it's, and since when I disengage, I'm usually holding the button down, right? Let's see if I can replicate. It's really annoying, actually. So, like, if we were running here and we disengage, right? We disengage this way, and see how I'm still moving? Okay, that time it worked because I was going down. I need to land where I'm starting to go up. It doesn't happen a lot, but when it does, it's kind of annoying. All right, here we go. So we're gonna disengage over here, right? Well, and never mind, it worked. Sometimes it sticks. I don't know the rhyme or reason. It's usually when I'm going uphill or something, or maybe something in where I'm landing. The ground is not quite level or something. So, here, hold on a second. Let's leave this. So I don't think 1 point's really getting us anything. I'm too used to using Wyvern Sting. Is it still in my bar? Let's see. Yeah. This mounts 3 DP. Oh, these aren't mounts, though. Those are the books. The Savage Raptor. The Reigns of the Blazing. I don't know what that is. Look at that thing. That thing's kind of crazy looking. I've never seen that before. Dark Hound. I don't know what's taking these battleground cues so long to pop. What's this one? We got the Rat Stallion. The Death Tusk Fellbore. Damn. A Misty Fox. Kind of cool. There's the. So there's. I think there's multiple spiders. There's this one, but I think there's a darker one too. There's the bloody carrion worm. That's a cool mount. Ooh, the honeyback drone. But we can't fly in game, so I don't know why you'd ever get a flying mount. Ooh, the Shadow Fellhound. That's creepy looking. Look at this thing. Florendo the Furious. What the F? Look at this. I think I saw this in game once, and I didn't know what I saw it at a big distance, and I was like, what is that thing? If I was like a gnome, like mage or something, I'd probably get this mount. May rattle, spark, and terrify villagers. No, I'm not. I'm just looking. I'm not planning on buying any of these. I am just waiting for my Battleground queue to pop. Where's my PvP thingy? Arena team. I thought I had like some sort of arena team quest thing. Thought I did. Maybe I don't. Yeah, I think 1v1 arena would be cool. I mean, I definitely need to practice dueling because I suck at dueling. This person, Old Star, is 83 and 32. PvP tabards. The Wrathful Gladiator's Tabard. Ooh. That one's kind of cool looking. Ooh, I like the blue one. Here's the Gladiator's Tabard of Gore. Requires personal and team rating of 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. 2,700. You need a 2,700 arena ranking. Jesus. I like this blue one. PvP accessories. Cloak. Oh, here's a different color cloaks. But they all have this issue of a kind of like a cut in the middle of the cloak. See that? This gold one's kind of nice looking. I have a couple of these already. Some of these I have. Like I think I have this one. You've collected this experience. This one I've got this one, and then I think I have the blue one. Oh no, this one. I got this one. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the PvP queues, but I was still in the skirmish. Shit, I was still in the PvP skirmish. I was I was in the wrong thing. wonder the queue was taking so long. I'm like, what the hell? We were in the wrong queue. It actually remembered where I was last time in the screen instead of resetting to the top of the menu, which I just assumed it would be. I assumed it would be back at the random, but it's not. It was actually still down at the last time you had actually clicked on. So, interesting. Shit, I got some hamburger in the kitchen. I'll be right back. Is he killing me? Let me get back in my chair here. See if we can... Alright.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Was that warrior, like, purposely not attacking me because I was AFK? That's what it looked like. He just wasn't attacking me because he knew I was AFK. That was kind of funny. Alright. I forgot I had some hamburger on the counter in the kitchen I need to put in the fridge, so... Alright, let's kick some ass.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
As usual. So the rogues are still challenging because of the stun lock. You can see he stunned me for a good 3 or 4 seconds there.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Is there like some sort of reason why I can't like... Is there some sort of reason why this says I'm off cooldown but I can't use my ability? Is there like some... Like right there it kept saying my turtle was available, but I was trying to use it and it wouldn't let me use it, and I don't know why. I don't know. That was weird. How'd he go? What's with all these explosions everywhere? They keep seeing stuff explode, and I have no idea why it's exploding, but stuff keeps exploding everywhere. Yeah, the battlegrounds are getting... I'm getting bored of these battlegrounds, guys. There just doesn't seem to be any point to it. We're not getting any gear out of it, right? And there's no rated battlegrounds. Oh, fuck. I can't remember what my Master's Call key thing is, my keybind. I keep forgetting what Master's Call is. I think it's... Okay, I know what it is. Keep forgetting what it is. I got heals! I wish this stupid Hunter's Mark would get off my damn head because it's annoying me. Okay. I don't know if he was dead or not. It's like, I don't know if this person's dead or not.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Jesus criminy. I guess there's no heals. I remember I went up there and I'm like, I got a healer. I'm like, I don't have a healer now. Nobody's healing me there. God. Yeah, I've kind of lost interest. You can always see when my play starts to decline where I'm just kind of like lost interest. I'm just like, yeah, whatever. We're not getting any kind of like fair fights. It's always me versus like 10,000 people. I mean, look at all these players. This... You got nobody who wants to engage. You don't hear it. Yeah, you want...
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Okay, look, it's me versus what, 3? Okay, we had one alliance, but he wasn't really helping much, was he? I'm done. Guess I've lost complete interest, guys. We got to 60. We got to where, I mean, the melee hunter like does decent damage, but you're not gonna, you're not gonna win in team fights like that. You know, you get 3 people hitting you. There's nothing you can do. If I hang back and try to pick people off, it's kind of not really, you're not really playing the way it was meant to be played. Just isn't working. I mean, if we had like rated battlegrounds or something where people were more organized, you know, and they were like moving as a team, but it's just so haphazard. You know, you either get a really shitty team or you're a really good team, and you either stomp them or you get stomped. Haven't Not always the case, but you know, like look at this. I mean, I can't, you know. Yeah, look at that. There's another one on me. Can you imagine that? Oh, I'm stunned. Imagine that.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah. Imagine that. Fucking 10,000 people on me. What a surprise. This fucking computer chair keeps rolling all over this fucking plexiglass shit. I feel like I'm on skates. I have this like plexiglass on my carpet here to protect the carpet from my computer chair. And like a moron, I thought I'd upgrade the wheels on my computer chair to these like rollerblade style wheels, which is great. I mean, because the wheels before the chair didn't roll very well, but now it rolls too well. Now when my chair is sitting on the plexiglass, it's like fucking like got a life of its own. It just wants to roll around. What was that? It's like Dr. Evil. You know, when Dr. Evil's like trying to roll his chair up to the desk and it keeps rolling away. That's me trying to play in this chair. Starts to just fucking roll away from the desk. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Mm. Oh man, I grabbed this Mountain Dew and I don't think I'm gonna drink it. Seriously, it's like I'm like rolling around. Like, what the hell? Here, let's see if I can find the wheels I got. They're actually pretty cool, but they're too good. That's the problem. They're literally too good. These are the wheels that I bought for my computer chair. They are rollerblade office chair wheels, and they are crazy. Like I'm skating around like mad. So, I mean, they look good with my chair because I've got the here. Because I have this chair. So here's my chair. So imagine I replace these wheels with those awesome rollerblade blue wheels, which look sick with the chair, but yeah, they work too well. Imagine that game crashing. Mm. Governor Ron DeSantis. Demands the termination of property taxes for Florida. I mean, that would be awesome if he did, right? Look at this. DeSantis is pretty hard to get rid of property taxes. Dude, this would be awesome. Wouldn't that be amazing if he did? If he did get rid of them? I wouldn't have to pay no damn taxes on my house, I guess. Hmm. Aha. You got to pay rent to the state. Yeah, it's kind of sucks. Wouldn't that be cool though if he did get rid of? I mean, it'd be awesome. I mean, we just bought a house, so my wife would be awfully. I mean, our taxes are coming up though. I got to pay taxes. Like what, at the end of the year or beginning? I don't know. Fuck, I never had to pay taxes on a house before. I've never owned a house before, so it's all new to me. Bitcoin isn't helping me out here, Wellstay. I tried to buy the bottom and I missed. You know. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. There's some work messages here. I gotta check out these work messages. First responder kit. No. Good morning, everyone. How are things going? This chat thread will end soon. Will it be extended for another one created? Jordan. I'm laughing at work shit. Where's my Bitcoin? I haven't checked the price lately. It was kind of like, oh, it's down again. Down to 95,000. So I thought the bottom would be 90. Anything sub 100K is a good deal. Yeah, I think so. Well, I bought it at 97. I bought some Bitcoin at 97. I was looking at some numbers, and the worst it could, there's two scenarios for the bull market. It could drop to about 60K or it could drop to about 45K. I don't think it's going to drop to 45K. Honestly, I don't see it dropping to 60K either. Maybe it could drop to maybe 75, 80K. Nah, I don't think it'll drop below 70K. But I could see it drop. I could see it drop further. But I don't know if we're in the. I don't know if the bull. I don't know if the bull market's over or not. You know what I mean? You found a logic on YouTube that if you're a homeless, then just buy a house. What? Yeah. Well, I bought it 97. I didn't buy a lot. I just bought a little. I was kind of waiting to see where it was going to go. I didn't want to buy too much. And I got to pay my property taxes apparently. And My wife wants me. We got to buy a hospital bed for her mom, or we got to buy a motorized fancy $7,000 bed for her mom. So she wanted us to help her dad out to get the bed because it's like 7 grand or something. So I don't know. Like I said, okay, whatever. I don't care. So the battlegrounds, Valis, the battlegrounds at 60 are kind of pointless. Like you're not getting anything for them. Like I already have the best gear, I think, pretty much. I've already enchanted, I think, almost everything I own. The only thing I don't have enchanted is my bow and like my neck piece and like my rings, and I don't even know if there's a chance for neck piece and rings. And as a melee hunter, it's like sucks because without organized PvP, it's very difficult. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's 4:44 p.m. right now, and I haven't had much sleep, so I'm debating on whether I should go to bed now for a bit or what. Yeah, I mean, well, we got Ion in literally 4 days. Ion comes out in 4 days. I thought I was gonna play on the Taiwan server, but I'm having trouble with purple. With my login to purple for the Thai. No, I don't want to drink any more coffee. I was feeling sick this morning because I drank too much coffee. No, I mean, it's just something to play, dude. It's something to play. I mean, we've got Where Winds Meet, but I was talking to Blue about it, and it sounded like there were a lot of little. It's not really an MMO. It's more of a single player game, and I'm not really into single player games. You know. And Ion Ashley Creation's going like is going Steam like open beta or some shit. And my friend over at MMO Byte was just he was making fun of him pretty good, saying this is not a good thing, right? But it shows like here.
If you give this project money, you truly should seek help, and someone should be forced to come in and get control of your finances from you. Truly should seek help, and someone should be forced to come in and get control to be the biggest dumpster fire of the year. Looks like they're running out of state that the game is in, the severe lack of funding that the team has, and this is going to be the biggest dumpster fire of the year. Looks like they're running out of cash and need Steam early access players for a cash infusion. Yep, moving from one scam tactic to another. There are enough fools that want to be separated from their money out there. People are well past the Ashes of Creation fatigue stage. People just don't care anymore. It'll come out, Asmongold will make a video about how bad it is, and then people will move on and forget about it. I cannot wait to see the reviews. Trying to grab those New World refugees I see. More like Asses of Creation. Yeah, this was admittedly not the video I expected to make today. Honestly, this was not the video I expected to make this month.
Actually, I think Lazy Peon did a long video on how crowdfunded MMOs are pretty much a thing of the past. Like there was like this rush of people doing crowdfunded MMOs, but like that's pretty much over. Nobody's because no crowdfunded MMOs really have succeeded. Like I guess a couple have been kind of mildly successful, but most of them pretty much flop.
This was not the video I expected to make this year, but here we are. Ashes of Creation officially coming to Steam December 11, 2025. That is wild. That
Painting Battletech minis.
Wild. Oh my god. And people are losing their minds. There is hate and criticism everywhere. People are sitting here.
I don't think Larian was crowdfunded. You mean you're talking about like I can't remember the name of it, but I mean, they had it in early access. It wasn't crowdfunded though. Because crowdfunded games are when you like go out and create like a campaign to raise money, and then you continue to get funding from, yeah, it was just early access. You continue to get like donations or some sort of way that you're getting money. I don't call like early access money crowdfunding. I mean, you know what I mean? Because that's just you're paying for the game. Like a lot of early access games, it's like, okay, pay $20 to get in. Well, you basically just bought the game. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Larian was just early access. I don't know Divinity: Original Sin. I don't think that was. I don't think that was crowdfunded either.
Thinking to themselves, wow, Steven really must have run out of money if during the alpha stage they are launching into early access. Early access for MMOs, in my personal experience, has been terrible.
It's been terrible,
I
yeah.
actually managed across this post in specific that pretty much sums up a lot of people's opinions. This is a death sentence. The game is so far from being completed. There is so much.
Yeah, this this game is like really like the thing that, and I was trying to launch the game to show you guys, but I'm still trying to download the game. Every time I try to install the game, it updates to a new version. But yeah, it's just like everything's like incomplete. You know, like the pathing's really bad. The enemy AI is bad. The mobs are like running through trees, and like the feet of enemies are like a foot in the ground, and it's just glitchy and all kinds of weird shit.
Needs to be done with the questing. Questing doesn't even exist in this game. It's mainly like a mobile job board, and that is it. Most of the quests are not even implemented and are broken. The raids, the dungeons, the classes, the character customization. The character customization is horrendous, broken in a lot of ways. The crafting, the animations, the weather systems, the town, and the note.
The biggest problem that I have with the game is the animations. Like, if the animations for your character, like combat animations and walking animations, are kind of glitchy and buggy, that to me that's just a biggest turn off, like right off the bat.
Systems, NPC problems. So evidently there's
who had the best speech.
Like 95% of the game. I don't see PvP listed here though. The list just goes on and on and on. The only way to get to max level right now is to get groups and mob grind for hours on end. I don't know. That used to be fine years ago, decades ago. I don't think people have the time or the willingness really to do that anymore.
It's funny how he says people don't have the time. The difference with the world today, this is something with the difference with the world we live in today. Back when MMOs first kind of came out, or back when I first played like Lineage 2, we didn't really have the internet. Like, the internet wasn't a thing. You know, back in like 1999 or 1998, you know, people weren't really on the internet. There wasn't like, you know, there wasn't all the stuff we have today. There wasn't all this digital shit. There wasn't Instagram. There wasn't all these streaming services. You know, there just wasn't all this stuff. And all these gaming platforms and dang, and you know, it wasn't there. So people didn't have as much to do, right? You know, you either watched TV or you went out with your friends and did something. So playing a video game was something you could spend time on. But now people are like, they don't, you know, they might want to, I don't know, they want to fuck around, do their videos for their TikTok, or they want to go, I don't know what people do today. But there's more communication across the world. There's more applications, and there's AI and all this shit. There's a lot more stuff that's right at your fingertips, especially with TV, especially with like televised content. I can't imagine the amount of people just sit at home watching TV all day long. Because, I mean, I guess I shouldn't say anything because I sit at home playing video games a lot, but you know what I mean? But I don't do that. I don't, you know, yeah. But like, people don't, like, back when I first played Lineage 2, if I wasn't playing Lineage 2, I was probably reading a book or maybe drawing. I like to drawing, or out playing tennis, or playing my guitar. You know, that would be what I would be doing. I'd be out hanging out with a friend, or I'd be playing Dungeons and Dragons, or playing my guitar, maybe reading a book. Those are primarily the things I did. So, you know. And plus, that was the MMOs were such a new gaming thing at the time. It was really exciting. It was like, oh, this is so new, and this is really cool, you know? Of course, now it's not new and exciting because it's been around forever. But now people have other new and exciting things to do. You know what I mean? So to really make the MMO genre, I mean, we just need some sort of groundbreaking new technology. We need, you know, something that's just way, way better than the crap that's being put out today.
I cannot even imagine the amount of lag or issues that'll pop up due to the amount of players logging into one condensed.
This is actually a really good point. In Ascension Creation, there's two starting areas, and both the starting areas are kind of cramped. They're not very big, and they're glitchy, right? They're not finished either. And I talked about when I go on Ascension Creations how like disjointed the level design is, it's really, really bad level design, at least in the starting areas. Maybe in other areas, because I've seen the Ashes Creations live streams that they do, and I've seen them go into areas that look really nice. I'm like, oh, this area looks really nice. But the starting areas of the game don't, in my opinion, don't look very nice, which is kind of funny. I mean, when you create a starting area for a game, that's the one area you want to look amazing because you want to hook players. You want to hook them in and be like, this is what you can expect, right? But imagine, so what he's saying is imagine everybody logging into just 2 different areas, crammed in. It's going to be the worst lag ever.
Area they currently have. Imagine thousands and thousands of players conglomerated in a tiny spot as soon as you log in. Servers are going to crash instantly. There are no systems in place to displace players in different starting zones to ease the loading times. They only have 2 areas, and they are both incomplete messes. The node systems are broken. The guilds abuse the hell out of certain systems that never get fixed. The game is going to be absolutely in the gutter so fast if they decide to start releasing this soon. I'm shocked that they are wish listing this on Steam already. You're not the only one. Everyone is shocked that this is the course of action they have opted to choose for the game.
Yeah, the fact that they're going early access says a lot. It says that they no longer can afford to just sit in development hell, that they have to start moving to the point where they can actually get people paying money to buy into early access because they need more money. So this
game,
Ashes Creation looked so cool for a while, and then it went into this development hell where it's the typical thing where someone says, like Steven says, the MMOs aren't the way I want, so I'm going to make my own. And then he tries to make his own, but he's trying to do way too much. He's trying to do too much with it. He's trying to add too much to the game. He needed to make a much more simplistic game.
It is November 14th right now. In less than 4 weeks, this game is going to be released into early access. There have been a ton of threads that are voicing discontent.
The Ashes cultist doing damage control in here is hilarious. Ashes is great. How many types of servers will there be? Waste of time. Excited for the
concern for the game. And then there have been threads that are just saying things.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't, if you're going to make an MMO and you've never really made an MMO before and you're crowdfunding it and you're spending, and Steven's spending a lot of his own money. I almost feel sorry for the guy, even though he's like a multi-level marketing kind of douchebag. I mean, I feel kind of sorry for him because he's spending so much of his own money on this game. So I don't know.
It's like, Ashes is great. Ashes is the best MMO. This right here, I think this Steam thread is actually indicative of the state of the game over on Steam right now. The Ashes cultists are doing damage control, and it is hilarious. Yo, I don't mean to interrupt the video, but
the funny part is even Lazy Peon bought into the whole Ashes of Creation thing. Like he was like, oh, the next big game I think could be Ashes of Creation, which really surprised me. But I never thought Ashes of Creation was going to be the next big thing. I thought it could be good, but every time I played it, there's just so much wrong with it. It's one of those things where when a game's been in development since like 2014 or something, or no, maybe I'm not 20, maybe 2017. It's been in development for a long time. And when it's been in development for that long, and it still is a buggy mess, you kind of get worried, right? So you can see here, 5 years ago, generally the most exciting upcoming MMORPG, Ashes of Creation, right? And then 8 months ago, Ashes of Creation testing combat and level 25 classes. Still genuinely 3 years ago. Look at, so 5 years ago, Lazy does a video, genuinely the most exciting game. 3 years ago, still genuinely the most exciting upcoming MMORPG. And then here, Ashes of Creation first impressions. Siege. I mean, you can see all the videos he's done on it. And Ashes of Creation, is it finally good? Check out this one.
Experience still needs a lot of work early on. If you choose the Anvil starting area right now, you're going to have a less fleshed out experience than if you chose the Riverlands, and questing still needs some improvement. Aside from that, just to give a brief overview for Phase 3, this is the big testing phase, the one that's going to run the longest with 20.
So here this video came out a few months ago, right? This video came out 2 months ago and said we're moving into Phase 3, right? Alpha 2 phase, which for that right alone scares you, right? Most video games don't have phases for alpha, right? You have like an alpha 1 and alpha 2, a beta 1, a beta 2, a closed beta, maybe an open beta release or something. That's if you're going through a long development cycle, right? Like you might have an Alpha 1, Alpha 2, but you don't have an Alpha 1 Phase 1, an Alpha 1 Phase 2, an Alpha 2 Phase 1. To me, that just says you're trying to make it look like you're progressing when you're really not, right? I mean, this whole like Alpha 2 Phase 3, I mean, Alpha is not even beta, and beta is not a completed product. So Alpha 2 Phase 3 means you're still a long ways away. And now he, Lazy's saying, is it finally good? Oh, here,
24/7 uptime.
This is the most important phase. Listen to this.
It's going to run the longest with 24/7 uptime, and it's expected to last at least a year. Maybe.
So he's saying that Alpha 2 Phase 3 is expected to last at least a year. And now all of a sudden, we're getting Ashes of Creation being released to early access. Like being on Alpha 2 Phase 3, then going to early access seems weird. Like early access is usually, I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean you're beta ready, but still it seems odd.
Maybe longer.
I need to take a moment here to thank all my incredible patrons over on Patreon whose support continues to allow for me to do regular videos like this every single day on this channel. Thank y'all so much, including our YouTube channel members. You guys mean the world to me. So do you guys, as is also extended by Steven, saying that testing, aka not a game, well, like I said, the game came out and said, we don't want feedback, we want complaint fun. The devs don't listen to feedback whatsoever.
The Ashes cultist doing damage control here is hilarious. Game is horrible. If I talk about all the problems, they won't end. So in short, how to describe it? It's built from start to finish to be anti-player and anti-fun. And the devs don't listen to feedback whatsoever. In fact, the guy responsible for the game, Steven Shreve, came out and said, we don't want feedback. We want complaining. Okay.
In fact, the guy responsible for the game came out and said, we don't want feedback, we want complaining. The game is terrible right now, has a horrible reputation. Being on Steam in this state will kill what's left of it. Yep, I think it is really important to remind you that Steven the Grifter literally said the game isn't even a game, and you are not buying into a game during the alpha testing phases. This is also...
Okay, this is out of context. What he says is the game isn't even... What he's saying is it's not a completed game. What Steven said was the game isn't even a completed game. And you're not buying into a completed game during the alpha testing phase. You're buying into a product that's still in development. That's what he said. They're like completely like making this sound wrong.
Extended by Steven, saying that testing, aka not a game, will last for a long time. It's always a good idea to take a break when you aren't getting the enjoyment you are looking for out of testing. The road through A2 will be long. Best of luck. They've also claimed that they haven't even fully completed 1.5 zones out of 18. Claiming that the systems still have not been put into place, even simple things like tree collision. I also many times have tried to explain and math this out for people, how he is grifting stupid people in the MMO community many times. The game is a grifter's dream. These are also not my words. These are Steven's own words. If you give this project money, you truly should seek help, and someone should be forced to come in and get control of your finances from you. Yeah, this, you know what? It's okay to have faith in the dream that is Ashes of Creation, but this right here, the fact that Ashes of Creation is launching onto Steam into early access, granted, December 11, 2025, is, I think, indicative of the state that the game is in, the severe lack of funding that the team has, and this is going to be the biggest dumpster fire of the year. People thought Grand Saga, Raven 2, Odin Valhalla Rising were predatory, pay to win, or just not good games. Wait until you get a game that is literally like a fraction of the way to being complete. This is going to be review bombed to hell and back, and then the game is...
Yeah, some of the biggest, like Narc, I remember. And then, yeah, there's some of the guys that covered Ashes for a long time gave up on it. They said, fuck this shit. Yeah. Does Narc, I don't even know what Narc, does Narc cover anything anymore?
Another.
Oh, he's still doing videos on Ashes?
We get the summoner in a few weeks. The next that you choose from to enhance your...
Wait a minute. Okay, that's not Narc. Where's Narc's channel? Is it gone? Narc versus Steven 10 months ago. Steven owning Narc? What's this? Ashes?
I am telling you that this game that I've sunk 55 million or more dollars into over the course of the last 8 years,
So far.
myself personally, so far, and will have to put in another 50, probably.
Yeah.
That you should not buy the game. And we have a 90-day refund policy on.
Whoa. Let's start this over. So he said he's already sunk 55 million into it.
I am telling you that this game that I've sunk 55 million or more dollars into over the course of the last 8 years,
So far.
myself personally, so far, and will have to put in another 50, probably.
Yeah.
That you should not buy the game. And we have a 90-day refund policy on these $100 alpha keys.
Yeah.
And we do not have a minimum time requirement if people want a refund. If you want a refund and you go in and you play this and you play our alpha and you test our alpha and you test it for, 10 hours, 15 hours, we are granting those refunds because we don't want people to be upset about that. So it is total fucking bullshit that what the statements that the way he represented us and the game in his video. And again, I don't want to pick on Narc. Like, okay, dude, go play another game. Go enjoy your content creator career.
Yeah.
Go play Dark Souls. Do you? This is your life, brother. You go do you. But you lit a match, and you threw it behind you, and you said, fuck you, Steven, fuck you, Ashes, and fuck you, developers. And that's fucked up.
Well, there it is. Well, I feel like there's a lot of development teams that feel that way, and just from like my own personal opinion, I wish that more development teams would communicate honestly rather than, go through like 8 layers of PR bullshit, because it's like you don't really know what somebody's thinking. You're not having an honest conversation. It's a bunch of fakery. For sure. No, I do really appreciate you coming on and talking about it and everything. Like I really do. And I'm sure it puts you in a weird position, especially with like the people in your team, etc. But
I don't want to be in this position.
Yeah,
this is not why this is not why I've devoted 8 years of my life to building this game. I don't want to be here talking about drama. I don't like drama. You don't like drama. I don't like drama. The community probably loves the drama, but I do not. I'm sure it's entertaining, but it's not why we're doing what we're doing.
No, there you go. Steven says he's sunk $55 million in the game and he's willing to sink 50 million more. So who knows?
6 launch until is optimistic. I think 6 years until Alpha 2 launches is perfectly fine. Wait a minute. Talk amongst yourselves for a bit. Talk amongst yourselves.
Go back one.
What do you say?
Bring his face up. Full screen.
His glasses.
There's a reflection.
Look at the reflection. Know that though I may not always say it aloud, my thoughts are always with you. In quiet moments when the world slows down, it's your smile that brings me peace. Your voice that I long to hear. You've touched my heart in ways that will forever remain hidden, but it is just as I will forever cherish these feelings. Yours always in secret, Steven. Yeah, it definitely does. I feel sorry for Steven. I mean, I feel sorry for Steven. When the guy's spending millions and millions and millions of dollars in this game. And here's the thing, Volstay, we want it to work. We don't want bad MMOs, we want good MMOs. I want Ashes to Creation to be a great game. Why wouldn't I want that, So, and here's I played a scam game for 100 hours. I'm not sure, what game is this?
And 2, the state of Pirate Software, who's just a straight up fraud himself.
Actually fantastic.
The people that follow Ashes are just frauds, because the whole game is a giant fraud.
Ashes of Creation is a game that needs no introduction in the MMO genre. People who play MMOs have heard of Ashes of Creation. It has reached a cult-like status in the MMO community. It is infamous for 2 main reasons. Not just to bank my items, Eventually, I did figure out where everything was. It was just a ball ache going from A to B to C, back to B again. The local nodes were still underdeveloped even after a couple of days, so I did my best, farming materials and then crafting items.
But wait! There's more!
But unfortunately, there's an extra step in this crafting process which really did hinder the whole experience, and that was the fact that you had to spend money in order to craft items, and it was quite expensive. Long story short, the crafting system was a good idea, but horribly executed. On a positive note, I did actually manage to craft some armor in the end, and I also met some friendly dwarves. This looked to be a themed guild, a dwarven themed guild, so I said hi. I sparked up a conversation and eventually asked if I could join their guild, to which they said I could apply online, aka through Discord. So I opened up the application form, and oh my god, what the fuck was I applying to? Why was this so in-depth? I shit you not, I've had job interviews where I was asked less questions than this. I wasn't going to let this deter me though, so I did fill in the application and I did it in character.
My name is Blob Thunderball. I'm 178 years old. Origins unknown. Occupation minor. I was an orphan, found in a smithing yard by my adopted father, Trevor Ironforge, during a thunderstorm, hence the name, Thunderborn. It is said that I might be a few sandwiches short of a picnic due to getting kicked in the head by a mule at a young age.
Long story short, I didn't get in.
Your application's been denied.
After playing in Anvil for 20 hours, I'd had enough. It was uninspiring, unimaginative, and most importantly, unfinished. A lot of players who started off in Anvil actually...
I love how he tried to do like the whole RP and shit. You'd think that would work when they give this long ass questionnaire. It's like denied.
Rolled their characters and started again in the Riverlands, and a handful of players like myself decided to embark on what can only be called the Great Migration. A long and hard journey across Anvil in some very high-level areas, across the sea, across the wilderness, which are both PvP zones, and into the warm, welcoming arms of the Riverlands. And this is how my journey went. The plan was simple. Follow the river south, because basically there's no distinguishing landmarks around here. Even the mobs didn't seem to have much variety about them. It was just the same old enemies everywhere you went. And the further you explored it, the more it just felt like copied and pasted assets. I literally had zero concerns about getting into some PvP combat, because quite frankly, there were no other players down this way. There's just the odd few who'd clearly gotten lost whilst exploring. I did come across a plateau which actually felt like they'd on purposely placed the mobs so you couldn't just run past them. It was almost like they was trying to get me to stay here. But I had some place to be, and I wasn't going to let some high-level crows stop me. I won't lie, I don't know where the nearest spawn point was, so if I had died at this moment, I don't know how fucked I would have been. It took me 24 minutes and a couple of near-death experiences for me to get to the last node in Anvil. And if I didn't have my stealth ability, I don't think I would have been able to make it. I think I would have eventually died to mobs and probably just gave up and re-rolled my character. And that was only part 1 of my journey. Part 2 was still to come. This game is so janky, it has me questioning if I jump into the water, will I die? Oh, nice. I see Todd Howard designed this game.
One of the great things about having a fully dynamic game engine is all of this just works.
Yep, should have seen this coming. Should have seen this coming. Am I literally now stuck up a cliff? Is this literally... I hate this game. I really hate this game. To quote Captain Hook, no splash. Looky, looky, I got looty. Oh, good. It's glitched out. Oh my god. New biome unlocked. It is now green sandy biome. The green sandy biome. Yes. Guys, the desert isn't real. I find it really strange that this area is so big and open and has hardly any mobs, and Anvil was just like mobs everywhere. Like they went absolutely nuts on the copy and paste. Hey, what up boys? And in today's video, we're going to take a look at Ashes of Creation. And in particular,
we want to look at the desert biome and how Steven isn't real. Hey, that's pretty scenic. I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. Fuck off, not now, go away, off you go, get the fuck away from me. Alright, finally made it. After 30 minutes of trekking, I've now finally made it to the ocean, and it did look pretty impressive, I must say. All I needed to do now was cross the ocean, a little bit of wilderness, and I'd be in my new home. This had all the potential to be the most dangerous part of my journey because it was a fully PvP zone. And if you thought Somalian pirates were scary, you haven't seen a bunch of neckbeards role-playing as pirates in a open world sandbox game. It took all of 30 seconds for me to run into something quite peculiar, which was other players. I decided to approach them because
which was
so
other players
early on into my journey, I really did have nothing to lose. I sparked up a conversation and asked how hard it was to get to the Riverlands, and they said it might take a while if I decided to swim, but you know what, I'm quite a confident swimmer, so we'll see how it goes. So I picked the spot, jumped in, and of course was instantly flagged for PvP. But one thing I didn't realise was that as a rogue, you can stealth swim. So yeah, actually what I thought was going to be the hardest part of the journey turned out to be the easiest. And just like that, a new adventure would begin in the Riverlands. The Riverlands just feels so much better than any other area in this game. It just feels more fleshed out, more alive.
You don't know what Ashes of Creation is, Doc? This is Ashes of Creation. This is Ashes of Creation. You want to see? You want to see the colossal mess? All right. It's pretty glitchy. Hey, what's up, Zrave? Compiling shaders for 10 hours. All right. Oh, what time is it? 5. Do I have a character here? I have no idea. I do. Oh, what the hell? Unable to play. Can't. Whoa, what the fuck? It's a glitchy mess already. Connecting to server. Looking for server. Okay. Don't click the play button. All right, here we go. All right. I don't know what the heck's going on. So the lighting in this game is really wacky. Yeah, no, the lighting is really wacky. Right, here we go. I am Grill. Not mess with Grill. And there's your walking animation. This person isn't walking, they're skating. See how they're skating? That's not a walk animation. That's like a skate. Oh yeah, and look at the texture. Look how blurry it is. Why does this texture look halfway decent? And then look at this one. What the F? Yeah, I've got my bow, but I don't remember how to shoot my bow. I don't understand why I can't shoot my bow. Okay. Ugh. Do I auto attack? Ugh. Am I not auto attacking at all? Look at this. Okay, well, apparently the key bindings maybe aren't working. I don't know what's going on. I guess my key bindings don't work anymore. Left shift. I mean, the key bindings look right. I mean, I just don't know how to block. Oh, I know what it is. Never mind. I remember. It's got Amazon. Yeah, it's got Amazon's, or not Amazon. It's got kind of like the Guild Wars 2. Like you can go into action cam mode, or you can go out of action cam mode. So when I'm in action cam mode, I can do stuff. Right? Watch. Okay, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Oh no. Oh, now I got you. I'm about dead. And I'm dead. And when you die, you have the corpse run. Yeah, well, you used to. I don't know if you do anymore, but like it used to be at one point, Duck, you had to pay like $300 or even $500 to get into the betas and the alphas. Like early on in the game, it was like, to buy a package that got you into like early alpha was like $500. Then over time, it went down. Oh, it's only $300. Oh, it's only $100. And now I don't even know what it is. It's probably even less than that now. No, I'm not even joking. It was like, well, included. Well, the packages include stuff. Like if you pay $100, you get, because they planned on have this game having like a subscription, like a World of Warcraft style subscription, I believe, where you'd pay like $15 a month. So if you pay the $100 to get in, you end up getting like $50, or you end up getting like 30, or you got credit towards a subscription, like maybe 2 months, which would be worth like $30. So when the game came out, you'd be able to play the first 2 months, without having to pay the $15. So it wasn't like you were just paying $100 to get into the beta, and then there was like the stupid cosmetics and bullshit. But I don't know. I've played the game on and off. For a few times. I've probably gone in and played it 2 or 3 times. I've had fun sometimes and sometimes not. I think, like, I don't know. I love MMOs and I love open worlds, so my biggest problems with it is the lighting's really borky. It's really fucked up, and look how dark it is. Like, it's just really dark, and the lighting doesn't seem right. Like, here's a torch. Where's the Unreal? And this is Unreal Engine. Where's the dynamic lighting? Where's the light source? I'm standing right next to a torch, and yet it doesn't feel like I am. I'm standing next to a fireplace. Where's the light? Wouldn't I be illuminated? Look how dark I am. The light in the game is all fucked up. Yeah. And what's with that? What's with the sound of the background audio? Hear that? You hear the voices in the background like somebody's talking? That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't even sound right. There's nobody talking here. But I hear voices in the background like people are talking, but I don't see anybody who's physically, their mouths are moving. Like, is this person talking to somebody? No. Hear that? You can hear like people talking in the background, but there's nobody talking. No, but I'm hearing voices. I'm hearing voices as if people in the town are having conversations. But if you're going to do that, and you're going to have voices where people in the town are having conversations, they better be having conversations. I better see somebody actually talking. Here we go. This person's saying something. So who's calling me? Scam Likely. Scam Likely is calling me. Anyways, no, the game is like, the game is, it's pretty crappy. I'm not going to lie. It's a pretty crappy game. There's certain things, the art style is not horrible. It's just inconsistent. Like certain parts of the world, like certain assets look really, really good. Certain cloth, certain armor looks really good, but then a lot of the armor looks really, really bad. And a lot of the armor looks like it was made in Unreal Engine 4 because this game originally started in Unreal Engine 4. And then like a lot of stuff looks like it was made in Unreal Engine 5. It's just a mess. It's basically, my best way to describe Ascension Creation, it's a mess. It's a fucking mess, Yeah. I would too. I don't know if I was... I would definitely start from scratch. I wouldn't start from scratch because I can't believe that he spent $55 million on it already. Where'd the money go? I know it's expensive to make an MMO, so I guess he's spending it on, his staff, right? His artists and whatever. But yeah, it's not pretty. It is not pretty. Eternal Tombs. I can't seem to get my Taiwanese count to work. Let's see. Ion. And I don't see Yeah, see, the email address has been pre-booked. Um, hmm. Ion to release in Taiwan. What region?
I have played over 8.
Uh, Fuck me. Why isn't this working? See, I thought I set up purple for Taiwan, and I don't know why it's not working now. Maybe it's my let me try logging in with my email. But I don't think I did. Let's see. Ion 2. Login failed due to duplicate accounts. Okay. All right, never mind. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Who's next? Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. All right. So unfortunately, I cannot seem to get my Taiwanese account to work for Ion 2, but I have my Korean account, which seems to be working. So auto installation, the game will be automatically installed on the PC where Purple is running once installation is available. So it should install this automatically once it's available. I don't know where it's going to install it to. Like, yeah, C drive's fine. And the Korean version is supposed to fully support English voice acting in English, so I guess we'll find out, right? No, but the Korean version is supposed to have English, and it's supposed to also have some English voice acting as well, I believe. We'll find out. So this launches in like 4 days, I think. But I thought I had set up the Taiwanese one, and I don't know why it's not working. Let me log out. Let's see, log out. The problem that's getting me is every time I try to go to the Taiwan website, it redirects me. Oh, actually, no, here, this is the Taiwan. Oh, it says the website's under, this is the Taiwanese site, but it says the website's under maintenance. Maybe that's why I couldn't go to it. Right, play. Okay, now here we go. Yeah, but see, I can't, there's no login here. I think you have to go to play NC Taiwan login. Here we go. Let's see if this works. Login success. See, it says the NC platform has been integrated. You have been logged in with your global account. I don't really know what that even means. To log into the NC Taiwan, select log in with another account. Yeah, I don't think my Taiwan account. Proceed to your NC Taiwan account. Set the login method to change and log in with, it says new account not previously registered. All right, well, I think at some point I somehow, my Taiwan account got turned into a global account. And once it's global, it may not work. You may not be able to log into the Taiwanese servers with the NCSoft global account. It needs to be an NCSoft NC Taiwan account. So I think somehow mine got converted. Yeah. So well, what happens is I probably have to create a new Gmail address, or just I actually have another Gmail address I could try utilizing. So. I don't think this, I'm just going to pick my Gmail address. I don't think it's going to work. Account change not possible, same as the current. So we can go here and we can go here. All right. Duplicate linked accounts are automatic. Account change complete. Change to Google account. Log in. Let's see if this works. Okay. Now, theoretically, because I'm logged in to the Taiwanese account, yeah, see, I don't know. We may have to download it again. I don't know. I'd have to like almost uninstall purple, I think, because it's the purple I have doesn't seem like it's working correctly. I don't know. It's weird though, because see, it still shows the different ID. And this doesn't really look like the Taiwanese URL. So fucking confusing, man. Yeah, the one thing I found with yeah, I need to go to sleep. The one thing I found with NCSoft is that their accounts, the way they do counts, is always really complicated. It's never simplistic. You know, it's like, why do I need like an account here? And like, it just always seems complicated to me. Look here, we pre-register. Okay, now we are on time. Okay, we are on time. Look and see. So we are correct. See, early installation scheduled successfully. So I think we are correctly set up for this account. So the question is, how do I get? It says the game will be automatically installed on PC where purple is running. Once installation is available. I probably would want to reinstall purple, I think. So let's go. Yeah, so we'll do that later, but I'm going to leave this window open. So anyways, so I'm successfully pre-registered on multiple accounts for Ion. I think the Korean one and this is the Taiwanese one. Most people most United States people are going to be playing on the Taiwanese account. So anyways, I think I'm going to go take a nap for an hour or so. And I got to feed the animals, let the dog out. I might be able to get an hour and a half sleep before my wife gets home. So, and then I have to work tomorrow morning too. So, yeah. The Gladiator class in Ion 2. I mean, are the attack animations really going to be this fast? Because that's kind of insane. The Templar. Looks a lot like Terra, doesn't it? Obviously, this is the tank class. That looked kind of cool. Well, the original Ion was more about PvP than it was PvE, but apparently this game supposedly, Ion 2 supposedly is more about PvE. I mean, it has PvP, but apparently it's geared a little bit more towards PvE, whereas Ion 1 was geared more towards PvP. I mean, in today's day and age, MMOs geared towards PvE generally are more successful. PvP-specific MMOs aren't as successful as PvE ones in today's world. But they say this is more PvE. Honestly, I do not plan on playing PvP on this one as much, I don't think. I mean, because there's too many hardcore Ion Andes, and if I tried to play PvP on this game, I'd probably just get my ass handed to me. You know what I mean? And I think the PvE could be fun. Because I've seen some of the boss fights, and I think the PvE on this game actually looks like it could be fun. So. Yeah. I'm not really a big fan of the gear. The gear looks kind of silly. About timing of builds, yeah. But again, one thing that I see in these videos is all the animations look so bloody fast. Was the person who developed the animations for this game on crack or something? That's a cool bow. That's not a cool bow. That outfit's kind of cool. Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, too much, like their spell animations are way too flashy and glitzy. Yeah. The Ranger actually looks kind of cool. The Ranger looks fun. As long as you have good mobility. As long as the Ranger has good mobility, this would be the class I might play. What is on his head? Okay, yeah. I mean, his armor's not horrible. What the hell? In all these videos, I never see the player taking damage or looking like they're getting hit. Are they just like face rolling everything? You know, this, what is this? Now, Cleric was my main class in Ion 1, and Cleric in Ion 1 was a badass. Cleric was like the only true healing class in Ion, like real healing class, and Cleric is really tanky. You have a sword, and you have a shield and a mace. And the Cleric I always really liked in Ion 1, and it's the one I played the most. I played the Cleric and I played the Ranger. But I liked the Cleric a lot. But the bad part about playing a Cleric is everybody wants you to heal them. So if you do any PvE or PvP and people die, they always blame you. I couldn't even tell what she was doing. It's funny because I've seen videos of the Cleric where they don't look at all like that. They look a lot different than that. So let me show you like a way different Cleric video that looks way different. Ion 2 Cleric gameplay.
What's up, people? Reviews I translate amazing Ingrid user that finds the fastest roads from your PC to the game server.
So this is Cleric. The Cleric does a lot of like weird lightning damage.
확실히 엄청 약하네라고 하시네요. 딜이 없는데.
아닙니다. 이게 저희 다 딜할 수 있습니다. 예. 솔로잉 하는데 아무런 문제가 없습니다. 다. 근데 상대적인 차이가 조금 있는 거죠.
Anyway, so yeah, that's more the Cleric, like the Cleric gameplay I saw was a lot more lightning damage. Kind of weird. Look at her weird ass pet. I have no idea what this pet is. On the ground next to her. Now he's talking about some of the spells they have. But yeah, I mean, you look, the interface looks good. You got your mana, you've got your health, you got your bars for your spells and your scrolls or whatever, your healing potions. And then you got your main skills. So the thing I like about Ion is that you don't have that ability bloat. You don't have like 10. You don't have to have 40 keybinds, right? Like an Ion, you're just going to have, like, look, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 here, 12 here, and then, like, just, you know, potions and some scrolls. So, you know, this is, like, about the keybind hotspot that I like. I think 20 to 25 keybinds is optimal for an MMO. That's just me personally. And Ion has, yeah, and Ion has like chained abilities, like certain abilities will chain into other abilities, and you'll see indicators that appear on the screen that show you that. Probably won't see it as much maybe on the cleric. You'll see it on the other gameplay videos, the official ones. Let's see if I can find them. You see the official Ion ones. Here, hold on a second. Oh, this is the cleric one, though. I don't know what's with why the animations are so fast. But let's see videos. Let's see shorts. This is was that Korean? I don't know which one this is. Let's try this one. No, that's not the one I'm looking for. Trying to find the preview. No. Here we go. Look at the class. Yeah. Let's try. This is the same video just that we saw earlier, but just the actual real, you know, high quality version of them. And so it looks like they probably got the UI hidden, but normally you'll see like indicators on the screen that kind of show like how you're chaining certain skills into other skills. But anyways, Ion 2 is going to be huge. It's going to be like, it's going to be huge. Like the amount of people that are going to play Ion 2 is going to be a lot. So it's going to be a lot of people playing. Now this is not the global release, obviously. It's just the Taiwanese and the Korean release. But I got to go, guys. I'm feeling sick again. So I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.